Sunlight streamed through the ocean surface, casting an eerie but beautiful dance of light across the calm waters of Howe Sound. Peter Anderson, an experienced diver exploring the chilly seas off the coast of British Columbia, was unaware that this late September dive would become the most unforgettable moment of his life. With more than a decade of diving experience, hundreds of logged dives, and thousands of underwater photographs, Peter thought he'd seen it all. But that day proved him wrong. Visibility was exceptional, close to 30 meters. Though the temperature hovered around 12 degrees Celsius, the water was pristine and clear. Peter drifted leisurely among dense kelp forests, angling his camera toward the vibrant sea stars resting along the rocky seabed. As he focused on a small cluster of sea cucumbers, he sensed a subtle shift in the water around him. Something large was nearby. He turned slowly, half expecting to find a curious seal or a small orca, both common in the region. Instead, he came face to face with a young humpback whale, no more than 4 meters long. Its movements were strange, not typical of the gentle, flowing motion humpbacks usually exhibited. The calf swam in fits and starts, keeping its gaze fixed on Peter with eyes that radiated urgency, almost as if it was pleading. Peter switched on his camera, astonished by the rare proximity. But the calf didn't care for the attention. It swam closer, brushed Peter's dive suit with a massive flipper, and circled away, only to return moments later. The whale repeated this pattern several times, making it clear it wanted Peter to follow. On its 6th approach, the calf abruptly changed direction and swam purposefully away, pausing to look back as though checking if Peter was coming. He hesitated for a moment. Pursuing a wild animal into open water wasn't without risk. Yet something about the whale's behavior, its distress, its insistence, moved him to act. Peter checked his dive metrics, confirmed his compass heading, and followed the calf into deeper waters. The light dimmed as they swam northeast, further from the coast. Every 40 meters or so, the calf would wait for Peter, as if guiding him. After nearly half a kilometer, they arrived at a shallow underwater basin, and that's where Peter saw it. A massive adult humpback, easily over 14 meters in length, hovered almost motionless in the water. From a distance, it appeared as though the whale was draped in a strange gray shroud. As Peter approached, he realized the covering was a thick crust of barnacles. These weren't the usual small colonies often seen on whales. They formed an almost armor-like layer several centimeters thick in places, enveloping most of the body, leaving only small clearings near the eyes and blowhole. The calf, likely her offspring, nudged her gently, urging her to move. But the adult could only twitch her fluke weakly. Even underwater, Peter could tell she was struggling to breathe. He swam closer, his hands trembling as he retrieved a titanium dive knife. He understood that a barnacle infestation this severe indicated a critical health issue, likely a failing immune system. Carefully, Peter began removing the barnacles, trying not to damage the whale's delicate skin while applying enough pressure to pry off the hardened crust. The work was exhausting. All the while, the calf swam nearby, vocalizing faintly. The mother whale blinked slowly whenever Peter moved into her line of sight. After about 30 minutes of painstaking effort, he had cleared an area about the size of a dinner table. It was a start, but not nearly enough. His air supply was running low. Peter surfaced and took note of their exact location before contacting marine mammal rescue services from his boat. His voice shook with urgency as he explained the situation. "This is Peter Anderson, certified diver. I'm approximately 1 mile northeast of the Howe Sound Inlet. I've found a large humpback in critical condition. Her body's covered in barnacles, and she can barely move. There's a calf with her." Fortunately, a knowledgeable responder answered. After gathering details, he assured Peter that a rescue team would be on site within the hour. That hour dragged by. Peter repeatedly dove to monitor the pair, noting how the calf had calmed, seemingly aware that help was coming. Precisely 53 minutes later, a specialized marine rescue vessel appeared on the horizon. Aboard were 6 experts, 2 marine veterinarians, 3 rescue technicians, and a whale behaviorist. They acted quickly. 2 divers with advanced tools descended to remove the barnacles, hydraulic scrapers that safely detached the growth without injuring the whale's skin. Peter, granted permission to assist, joined the efforts. He worked alongside the team while the calf watched, never straying far. Once most of the barnacles were removed, the veterinarians examined the adult whale closely. They discovered a concerning swelling on her flank. Underwater ultrasound revealed a foreign object lodged in her stomach. After a quick consultation, they agreed on immediate transport to a rehabilitation facility. It was risky. Any added stress could be fatal, but without intervention, survival chances were slim. Using inflatable pontoons and a tugboat, the team began towing the whale toward the coast. The calf never left her side. At the facility, an emergency surgery revealed the cause: a chunk of industrial fishing net saturated with toxic substances, including a banned anti-fouling agent known as tributylatin. The chemicals had begun dissolving in the whale's stomach, poisoning her system and crippling her immune response. Her liver was swollen, her kidneys strained, and her muscles partially paralyzed. 3 or 4 more days, and it would have been too late, said Dr. Chen, the lead veterinarian. Without that calf, and you, we wouldn't have known. Over the next 3 weeks, Peter visited the facility regularly, helping document the recovery. The whale's condition steadily improved. Her wounds healed, her toxin levels dropped, and she regained her appetite. The calf never left her side, a testament to their bond. By mid-October, both whales were ready for release. On a sunny, unusually warm day, dozens gathered at the shore. As the gates opened, the whales lingered briefly, then dove into the open ocean. Moments later, they surfaced, breaching in turn, an unmistakable farewell. The story made headlines, especially the calf's remarkable cry for help. Scientists praised the event as rare proof of cetacean intelligence. The whales were tracked via satellite tags, and months later, signals confirmed their arrival in Hawaiian waters. That summer, Peter, now diving regularly in the same region, spotted them again. They approached his boat, healthy and strong. The calf, now larger, swam right up and brushed the hull with its flipper. That encounter changed Peter's life. He left his former career and joined the very rescue organization that helped save the whales. Today, he dedicates his life to protecting marine mammals and raising awareness of ocean pollution. Every time he returns to those waters, he does so with hope, proof that compassion, science, and a little luck can create real miracles.